Preference images. Okay. With that, with this. This looks good. My pen. Pen is here. Good. Microphone? Microphone work? Let's see. Microphone. Yeah, looks like it works. Audio works. Okay. Always nice to come back from a little mini vacation and then have like most of your stuff just not work. Okay, what I be doing today is probably going in and finishing up a lot of parts here. Finishing up here and there. A lot to do in the environment department. I'm gonna try to add like layers to the environment. Really make it feel like it's kind of going back. It's gonna be a lot of like atmospheric perspective, I think. See where it goes. I think it's gonna be a little difficult with some of these parts to really like build volume for far away structures, but we'll see. A little bit at a time. House hunting is not fun. Would not recommend. Especially right now. Prices are so insane. It's just absolutely crazy what they're charging for like just a regular old like 1-bedroom apartment. Not being too picky here. You know. It's that inflation, it's here. work a lot with a little bit of lasso tool, maybe. I think I'm gonna have to go with like lasso tool shapes and then layers, so I can just like erase stuff out. It's gonna be a very slow build. Kind of wish I separated everything into level layers a little bit. It's gonna be tough to everything super sorted. I might do that. I might end up having to. Might just split the characters, the background, into different layers, and just go from there. So. Some of these shapes I like as is, I think. But I'm kind of glad to get at least a couple days to relax and paint. So that's what I'm gonna do. Before we have to move, that's another stressor. Hey, first we have to pick out where we're moving to, I guess. But I think there's plenty of space. It's just that it's all stuff that's like ridiculously overpriced. Hurts to part with that much money, man. Maybe we'll buy a house, you know, in a couple years. Landlord's driving me insane, man. Every year the price just keeps going up. Oh, okay. Hmm. I think I'll stick to layering the environment for today. That's enough to do. Could also bash in a little bit. Save myself a little bit of the trouble. Some of the shapes just don't read that well. It's kind of a problem. I want some of them to end within the composition. Like that'll be good. Yeah, just kind of playing around with shapes for now. I think I have some of the shapes look nice, but they're a little like they take over a little bit. And like Maybe it would be better if I had a little bit more clouds. What is with these songs? Some of this stuff is like, man, it's too new. Can't get into it. It's not good when the music's stressing you out. Did you find somewhere to live? Sort of. Sort of. We found a really expensive place that we're probably gonna go with. So we just I guess we started a little late. Started looking a little late. So technically we're probably not gonna be homeless, but it's like it's kind of a pain. Right here it's saying it's cheaper to buy than it is to rent right now. It's definitely the market here is like it's insane. It is expensive to buy right now still, but the rent is kind of crazy. It's just we're thinking of renting for like a year and then buying. Because we're not really absolutely sure that all this is gonna work out, so we're gonna rent for a year, and but yeah, the prices are just absolutely insane. Just nothing even close to this. I've never seen prices this high. And I think it's gonna get worse. I think it's legitimately gonna get worse. I wanna almost make it like coming out. Make it more Bentonward. I don't really want to be homeless. I mean, right now we could, slum around for a couple weeks. If we get really, really unlucky. We're probably just gonna take the expensive one and just deal with it. Gonna really need that cryptocurrency to like pay my bills. Gonna need a little bit of help from Elon. Hopefully he stops tanking the goddamn market. It's already tanking without him, so. Yeah. I'm sure we'll survive. We'll be alright. I've just never spent this much money. Just never spent this much money. You don't even really get anything from it. That's like my biggest gripe is I'm not like living like a king. I'm just living basically the same way I've been living this whole time. It's a little bit more spacious, I guess, but it's no gigantic upgrade for so much more money. Yeah, who knows? Maybe we'll get lucky. Everything works out. Debatable. It's more like secluded. It's more secluded. Anything that's like just, that's like really expensive, but not like incredibly expensive is in like really shitty areas. Like you just don't want to live there because the reviews on the housing apartment say, yeah, I got robbed here twice and nobody's doing nothing about that. So it's kind of a bad area. And a lot of it, and the prices are like, they're not small prices, this is like, the people that can afford to live there should not be like fucking robbing people, you know what I'm saying? Not really sure why all this robbing's going on. We live in a pretty good area, I gotta tell you. There's parts that are kind of sketchy around here. a little bit sketchy, you know, and there's a lot of people moving in now because the prices are kind of cheapening out. That or they're kind of turning it into like a seedy area. But when we got here, it was a really good area, and I still think you know, it's pretty good. It's as good as like you get on the island. That's what I'm really looking for. Just like, you know, like a regular neighborhood where people are, you know, people have jobs. I think that's an important part for me. The people living there have jobs. They're not like trying to steal your shit. And I feel like some of these areas, like you look at the crime statistics and you're just like blown away by how much shit goes on there. I don't know, I don't feel like I'm asking for that much. Just asking for like the bare minimum. It sucks. I really don't want to move back to the hood, man. I really don't want to do that. I lived in bad neighborhoods my whole life. I really don't want to do that if I can avoid it. I guess I have no choice. We're just gonna have to pay extra. I think we'll get a laundry machine inside. That's pretty poggers. Laundry machine included is kind of good. There was like even more expensive areas that we toured around, like at the venue, and it was like, I don't know. I counted it out because they don't pay for your utilities. The more high class the place, the more like other shit that they have that they're just not telling. Well, they can't tell you about because it's like, well, you know, you gotta pay for utilities now and gas and all that stuff. But some of these areas have like, they're cheap and they also cover your utilities, so it's like doubly cheap. But most of the okay area places, gotta pay for utilities as well. And it's like, that really drives up the price another $100-$200 per month. It gets up there. It really does. Who knows? Maybe I'll still get a couple of these bets I've made to really pop off, and then I won't even really be worried about rent money. That's the hope anyway. That's the hope. Hopes and dreams. Hopes and dreams. Maybe they'll give me a raise at my job. That'd be pretty good. I think they're supposed to at like the 1 year mark. I've been working there for almost a year, so they're gonna have to give me a raise. Gonna have to give me a raise. Then I could afford to pay for rent. Yeah, I haven't been fired for a year. Usually I get fired because of like things totally outside of my control. So. Yeah, time goes by so fast. Yeah, I got there in like August. Yeah, I think I got there in like August of last year. I was in training for like I think I was in training for like September, October, November, December, and like around January and February we started doing, you know, they started me on like the simple shit, and then like it's a whole lot of months of simple stuff. And then now I'm doing more high-end stuff, and man, time sure goes by quick. Yeah, it's almost I got July and then August, and I think I got hired August. So alrighty. See you soon. Can't even blink. Time goes by. That song lied to me. I bet they can get some satisfaction. Push me, and then just hurt me till I can get my satisfaction. Oh, wait, that was a different song. It was like time goes by so slowly. Oh, starting to push some of the forms in the portal. Pro is just like copy paste some of it. Go just flip it and redraw. Get rid of this for now, and I'll put it back in. Maybe I'll make it a little fatter too. A little fatter so that I can really like push out into like here. It really has to be like a little bit smaller. But otherwise, yeah, I want to just push out and make it like bend inwards so that it looks like there's like you're almost like drawn into the portal. That'll be a good design. I want to get rid of the center thing because it's definitely not centered and just makes everything look really crooked. Later on I'll put it back in. The background is giving me a lot of problems. It's been a while since I did like a landscape. Even a study of a landscape. That's like, it's been a while. At least the weather's not good today. We've been having really great weather. Don't really want to do anything when the weather's like that good. I just want to like just chill, you know? Just looks too thin right now. Too thin and like just a little bit like stale. It's gonna be a struggle snuggle. I'm gonna wrestle with it. It's worth doing though, I think. The Warlock gets a little bit stiff. Might have to like move him forward a little bit. It's like an experimental layer. Might alter the sizes and positions a little bit. The warrior has much better like value setup right now than everybody else, so that's why it pops out so much. Okay, why is opacity not moving? Let's go with like 45 flow and then sometimes the brushes don't let me change the opacity on the fly. That's so annoying. Gonna have to do it with another brush. This one's good for like lighting though. so I'm kind of like changing a lot of the environment. I feel like some of it was a little bit too overbearing. But I like the shapes a little bit. I like the shapes a little better. It's just that it was like way too big, I think.
From the day we met, a daily tuber had to walk you home. Ubuhle bakho, I just can't resist. Awuphela amazwi out and don't speak. Nakshona ilanga ngifuna ukuba nawe. And every morning can I see your face? 'Cause you the one who
This is Nero. Kinda meh. I wonder about these, like some of them just have like almost no intro. It's just like kind of meh. How do they get people to listen? It's like so boring. I think it would be cool to have like a ravine or two. Just don't want it to look like tangent, so I might have to like extend it. Nice little ravine. It's take a lot of patience, I feel like. And time. Still working on the Hippo Centaur guy? With the tiny hands. Gotta give him like big hooves then. Gotta balance him out some way. It's a weird idea. Where'd you get that from? Suddenly woke up and it was like, I want to make a centaur. With baby hands. Just hoping something sticks from all this environment painting, because kind of a lot. Jens Klesen's Patreon. He does a bi-weekly challenge. This time it's a mythical creature. That is pretty mythical. Hippotar. Hiptar. Oh, mountains. I think I like being told what to paint, otherwise I just end up doing nothing. I mean, that's like, then you're perfect for like a studio job. I think that's like, I'm probably the opposite way, which makes me awful. Like incredibly awful. What I want to do is like all kinds of shit that no one really wants really wants to do. Um, yeah, I don't know. I kind of always wanted. I'm kind of always really solitary, like in everything, no matter what I'm doing. I'm always kind of like not really on purpose, but just kind of happens that way. Always. So I'm on the outside and I'm looking in. Just like cringe. Man, Twitch finally did something about all those hot tub streams. Oh my god, I can't believe it. Twitch is such a great company. They're so smart. So smart. 3-day ban for licking a microphone. What could she have meant by this? What possible thing could she be insinuating? I just I'm like that too at school, and we did group projects. I did it on my own. Yeah, I just like I don't know. If I answered truthfully on all those like tests, you know, like those pre-employment tests they give you to test your like emotional intelligence. Like if I answered honestly, they'd probably pick me out as a psychopath or something. I don't know. They definitely wouldn't hire me. I don't know why those things exist. Maybe just to like filter out dumb people. You gotta be really dumb to answer those questions wrong. Because there's obviously a right answer, right? It's like if there's just no wrong answers, you know? Just no wrong answers, man. Just answer what you feel, you know, in your heart. Just pick one. Oh, you don't like authority? Okay, you're fired. You know? It's like, it wasn't the wrong answer, it just wasn't the one we're looking for. So, see you later. I don't know. I feel like that has to be the dumbest invention that companies have fallen for. It's a waste of everybody's time. It's like I think it's like big time psychiatry, like either corporations or like think tanks or whatever it is that they are. I have no idea really who came up with it, but it's like it's a waste of everybody's time. I'm glad that you've never done it. Every store, and it's always like the lowest end that really hammers home that what's it called I feel like it's because the managers there are just easier to fool, like easier to just like, hey, if you do this test, you're gonna get really great employees. You're gonna outsource with us? Oh my god, we're gonna get you the best employees. They scored so high on this test that we made up. These are really great employees. Just really smart. They're so dang smart. Before the IT jobs, it was mostly secretarial, so all I had to do was typing test. Yeah, like you really need to have like some sort of high emotional stability in order to get like a low, I don't know, like most of the jobs that I've applied for that had those were like Stocking shelves. We need you to not be a psychopath if you're gonna stock shelves for us, you know. You wanna be a janitor? Oh boy. Get the hard test out. This guy wants to be a janitor. You gonna learn, boy. I don't know. I just find it's kind of so funny because I just can't imagine the type of person that would be like, yeah, I'm just gonna answer a couple of these wrong, see what happens. And the company makes a decision based on like, and it takes so long to do those tests too. They're like extremely long. It's like 50 to 60 questions. How does this make you feel? What would you do in this situation? Do you like to work really fast? Or do you like to take up other people's time and, you know, not do your job? Yeah, you don't like that? Okay. It's kind of amazing. I don't even know what I'm thinking about it. It's just like weird segue. I finally saw one of the internet personalities who I just can't. He's kind of like a clown, and I can't stand his guts. And he's not a funny clown. That's what hurts me the most. He's a clown, and he's not funny. Like if he was funny, then or just entertaining. Anyway, I saw him get his comeuppance, which is always like a little bit of Schadenfreude there, but you know what are you gonna do? Not be happy at other people's suffering? Terrible. I think I'm a terrible person in like at heart. So there's this internet entertainer that we have. He's like a personality sort of. He used to be on one of our biggest news networks, and they canned his ass. Because they saw him coming like a mile away. Because again, just a shitty person all around. And they hire some shitty people on that network, but this one's like just too much. Just nuclear. No one can touch this guy. His name is Steven Crowder. He's a very popular talk show host here. People buy his mugs. But I don't know. He just strikes me as like a Weasley little liar. A Weasley little liar. That's what I see when I see a person like that. Just intellectually dishonest. I don't know. He kind of I don't know. He doesn't take up my what's it called. I even forgot he existed for a very long time. And then yesterday, H3H3 invited him onto his podcast. I guess he does podcasts now. And he ambushed him with Sam Cedar, who's I think he's one of your guys actually. He's on LBC, right? Or no, maybe not. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. The Majority Report. Something like that. That's what he hosts. Anyway, he's a big debate bro, which I find to be cringe, but you know that's what internet entertainment now is. It's a lot of cringe, and you just got to pick the right cringe that you like and just, you know, stick with it. And apparently he's wanted to debate Steven Crowder for a very long time, and the guy would just never take him up on his debate me, bro, debate me in real life type of challenge. Because I mean, obviously he's just scared. That's the only real reason. Um, and he's dumb. That's the other part. That's he's an unfunny clown. Um, anyway, so they ambushed him, and then he got so flustered he literally got off the screen. He had some other guy sit in for him. That's pretty cowardly. I don't know. Kind of a small highlight for me. I don't know. I just see these things and I'm like, man, I knew this guy was a rat in 2002. Finally, he gets his comeuppance. And by comeuppance, I mean that people still give him thousands and thousands of dollars on Patreon. And he tells them that, I don't know, global warming isn't real at all, and there's no science. There's no science that could ever prove it. For some reason. I don't know. I just don't like liars, I guess. Don't like the liars. Types of people just annoy me. I don't know, something about E-celebs getting absolutely crushed. Puts a happy thought in my mind for some reason. I don't know why. Just kind of happy about it. I don't know, something about someone getting their comeuppance. It's also like just delicious. I don't even know if he's a good debate, bro. He might be a shitty debater. I just have no idea. Crowder could have won that one. Alright, let me see what that portal's looking like. Yeah, the portal's much more solid for sure. It just looks a little thin, that's like the only problem, I think. Otherwise, there's really not much going on internet-wise, I feel like. Not a lot. I haven't really read anything good lately. There's just nothing good on the internet, man. Elon Musk needs to tweet again. Please ruin my financial prospects. Space Musk. Looks more 3D now? Yeah, I agree. More 3D. We're gonna get more forms in there. Just... yeah, I'm kind of just bored on the internet. There's no happenings. Things need to happen, you know? I like this, the way the design is going, like it's going outward now. Like the way the forms are going. It almost pulls me into the painting. I feel like that's what a portal should do. It should pull you in. It should make you feel like you're in danger of getting sucked in. I wonder if I can make the characters a little smaller. Maybe screw around with the comp a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, I like all these changes. Okay. Merge this down. Duplicate. Is this like... If I turn these off, am I gonna have a problem? No, I could. I'm just starting to think like, maybe I can make the comp just a little bit more interesting if I maybe push this guy out a little bit. Shit, I screwed up. Okay, doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter, it's fine. What if he was like... What if he was like... a little smaller, but like fully in the painting, and like you could see all of him. He's like, he's in there. Let me try it on this layer, see what happens. You just select inverse, yeah. First, delete that. Put a little space between him and the mage, too, which I think would help a lot. I can move the mage over a little bit too, to the right, so he's hugging the wall, basically. Please face the wall. I'm just gonna do it as a shape for now. And also have the slanting a little bit better. Nice little porch. Oh, you know what would be cool if it was like a little bridge? That would be pretty neat. I like that idea. Small little bridge there. And the rest of them. Hey, Reyes, what's up? Oh, Ralph God. God, my eyesight is failing me, I think. How's it going, buddy? Guys all have similar names. Don't blame me. Don't at me. Merge these shapes. trying something with the composition. I feel like they're all on. Oh, wait. Yeah, actually, no, that's fine. I have 2 layers here that I made. Okay, that's fine. Oh, good. Good. How are you? I'm pretty good. Just chilling out, doing a little bit of painting. A little bit of painting by numbers. Stomach is dying right now after drinking some coffee. I feel like you should stop drinking coffee then. It's so weak. So weak. So weak. Can't say no to Tim Hortons. That's right, you guys have like some kind of weird thing up in Canada. Tim Hortons coffee. We don't have Tim Hortons around here. I don't think I've ever seen one. But I have had it since I went over the border, legal border crossing. It's a legal alien for a little while there. Typical white girl Starbucks. Every time I fart, it'd be so. You might have a problem. If you're destroying the bathrooms, you gotta see your doctor. Doctor. It's like one of the symptoms of ass cancer. Is everyone hates you because you make the stinky. You make the stinky doo-doo. Destroy bathrooms at parties. Yeah, just Google ass cancer to find out more. I'm thinking about moving this guy up a little bit. Group these. Move this guy up a little bit. Make it seem like he's really coming forward. I feel like that'll be good for composition. First thing I did is Google then hit image. My eyes. You deserve it. You had this coming. Kind of need a snack right now. I didn't really eat anything. Still a bit of ramen. I think I need like a water. Alright, let me get a water and I'll be right back. Holy. You want some water? Oh, I've got no sugar. No sugar in my body right now. Instant noodles, yeah. Well, not really, but close to it. It's a little bit. It's a little bit more finer things in life than just instant, but it's same. Hmm. Where's the wine? Actually, it is Costco, but not the They sell what's it called they sell tonkatsu ramen. It's instant, but it's good. I buy everything at Costco. Hmm. It's it's with an O, because katsu means cutlet. Kotsu means bone. It's a pork bone soup, so. Because you can just live in Costco. I found some ice cream. Yeah, there's a couple of Costco's that have an alcohol store. Pretty good. This one, the one near me, just incorporates like you can get beer at it. Sometimes it's good beer. Sometimes it's really good. The clothes are you? Well, I have a lot of clothes from Costco, but it's more like it's just cheap. Sometimes you get quality items. Most of the time, it's doable. But it's always super cheap. Like, you can get sneakers for 20 bucks and they won't wear out. There's no snacks in my house. I have to go for ice cream. Need something to keep me up. This is now an ASMR stream. You get to hear me eat ice cream. Rocky Road. Good. Too bad the Costco we have here, our work doesn't serve alcohol because licenses for alcohol is too hard to obtain in Canada. Yeah. Really? Because like when we went there, we saw that you guys had like, I don't know if it was, I think it was Trader Joe's. Oh, you know what? No, I'm thinking of like California. California, you could buy wine in a CVS or Walgreens. I find that like hilarious. Just really hilarious. I think they want to compete with the other BC liquor store and stick on every products because we don't have alcohol. I think there's like a difference between like a liquor store and beer. Here they don't really sell liquor. They just sell like beer. And almost every place sells beer. You can get beer almost everywhere. If you want anything stronger, you're gonna have to have a liquor license. We don't have beer, we have non-alcoholic beer. That's not real beer. That's some kind of weird. I was fooled into buying now non-alcoholic beer. I am pretty upset about that. It's called O'Doul's. And it, like, somewhere on the bottom it says non-alcoholic. And I'm just, like, knocking them out. And I'm like, man, I just don't even feel buzzed. I must have become an alcoholic or something. My wife comes in and she's like, "Hey, this is it's non-alcoholic beer. Where'd you learn to read, you animal?" I'm gonna push the portal a little bit. I heard their vodka is good and tequila, but I really want to try the Kirkland blend recur because the vodka usually made by Smirnoff or Goose. Yeah, they have this thing where like they just rebrand like a well selling what's it called thing, and they just put it under the Kirkland banner. And I don't know how like people agree to this. What's up? The fish? 12 to 16 minutes, I would guess. Definitely look at it while you cook it. They don't have competitors. Well, the thing is, like, for alcohol, people buy by brand. They buy by brand, and it's like, because like one of those elastic products. I wouldn't buy a Kirkland phone unless I knew who it was made by, you know. And some Kirkland products are really good. They're just, you know, they're pretty good. That's all there is to it. Some of it, well, I've tried the, they have a whiskey. They have a blended whiskey. It was actually pretty okay. I don't know, I couldn't tell who it was that made their whiskey. Usually what they do is they sell the product beforehand. So if you knew what whiskey they were selling beforehand, you could kind of guess. Hey, battery pack, what's up? Vodka is weird. Top shelf has barely any taste, but it's super smooth. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not a big vodka drinker myself. I've had, you know, from Goose to all the nice French vodkas, Pravda, all the good Polish vodkas, Stoliczne, Smirnoff, all the way down to like, what was it? Fucking. Some of the cheapest vodka that's actually kind of okay. It's not amazing. It's just okay. What was it called? It was like Stella or something like that. I don't know. Not a big vodka drinker here. I do like whiskey, but yeah. You know, the coffee bean are just Starbucks. Yeah. I guessed that because they even the branding's kind of similar. Yeah, I figured it was either Starbucks or it was. It's honestly not that good. I don't like I don't like their beans. I don't know what they do. They always write that it's not like over fried, but they're lying. They're all lying. You don't really drink vodka for the taste either. That's the thing I don't really like about. You drink vodka to get fucked up. That's why there's so many like vodka mixes. It's just you just drink it to get absolutely shit faced, and I don't know. I that's when we were in college. That's what we would drink because it was cheap. It was a cheap high. You know. Now that I'm a little bit more grown up, I just I don't know. I like the tastes, and I don't drink that much, so I drink for the taste. Basically, I don't really need to drink things I don't like. I can just drink whatever I want to drink. You know. I'm just here to advertise Costco every time. Yeah, I was about to ask if you were like a Costco shill on Twitch, if that was like a thing that they were expanding. You should like really hit them with that. Guys, I think I have a great plan for you. You just have to go into, you just need to hire a couple people, brand ambassadors that'll go around just talking to people about Costco. And our product is so good, it sells itself. The streamer will actually advertise our product usually because they're all poor and they shop at Costco. And they're not poor. They understand a value proposition. You know, they are spending averse. they're let's see here. It's another good way of saying it. They're bargain hunters. They're discriminating buyers, discriminating against high prices. You know. I drink whiskey from time to time, and it's good. My dad makes a whiskey. It's actually kind of good. It's very, 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 very smooth. You can barely taste the alcohol. It's just the taste of the, the extra flavors. And it's 40%, so it, like you're done. You're done now. You drink it and you're gone. Should show me your Costco receipt next time you go shopping. Let's see if they fall for their trap every time. What's the trap? I always leave about $400 when I go to Costco. It's like it's from $200 to $400. I don't think I've ever left less than that, unless I was going in there for like 2 products, which is rare. That's the trap. Spending more than you... No, I spend exactly... That's for the month. That is for the month. That is like bare bones. I gotta tell you, all those items I need. Like, there's no way around that. You just need those items, man. There's a reason why meat is all the way at the very end. Yeah, stores would do that with the milk, but electronics are in front. Well, I don't really buy the electronics there. I mean, sometimes I will. Like, I bought gifts there that I really liked. But really what's it called? I don't know. I don't think I have a spending problem when it comes to Costco. It's like I I do one trip what's it called a month usually, and then sometimes we'll go to the grocery to stock up on some more of the fresh stuff. Um, but otherwise, like Costco is a drug for people who go weekly. That's my mom. My mom goes there weekly and she spends, you know. She goes there and she spends. I don't even know what she buys, but when they like they have this thing where they give you what's called if you want to apply for the card, they don't really like just we weren't making a lot of money at the time, and they're like, well, I mean, like, do you have any like anyone to sponsor you or something like that? And I'm like, okay, well, you know, take a look at my dad's. I guess he shops here all the time. The guy looked at it. He's like, your dad has a small business or what? I'm like, no, he just he just spends money here. He's like, no, he must have a small business. And that's my mom. My mom buys half of Costco every time she goes. She can't stop buying shit there. We only buy like things we absolutely need. Chicken, steak, pork, you know, nice. She buys the rotisserie chicken. I don't know. I've had it too many times, and my wife hates it, so we never have it in our house. But I mean, I understand why it's good, and I buy it. I like it personally, but yeah, it's been a really long time since I've had a Costco like food item. I love their bakery. Their bakery is like amazing. I always buy the what's it called like a set of danishes, and that's my breakfast for like for the week. I'm just gonna make like one of them and then just duplicate it. Duplicate this one. That's actually kind of close. Let's see, I'll probably duplicate it at the end, closer to the end. I used to work in the bakery. It was hell. Even made $1.50 more. Couldn't stand the whiny teenager in there that couldn't do their job. I mean, it's a good bakery though. I just don't know. I feel like they have really good baked goods. They have these cookies that are just like they're on par with Girl Scout cookies, to be honest. Like if I had to choose, I might choose the Girl Scout cookies, but I'd probably grab the Costco ones as well. Because you could get both, because they're like super cheap. It's like $6 for like a whole tin, and it's just like a ridiculous amount. The pizza at Costco is kind of meh. Not a big Costco pizza fan. I think that's like the one thing that you can't really do. As a budget, I think. Sheet cake. Everything else is frozen. Pies made by us. Leaves. The Danishes, man. The Danishes are where it's at. I'm gonna change this stream name to Costco Fan Club. All of them. The cheese one is great. The cherry one is good. The apple one is good. The croissants are good too. Love the bakery there. I think it's pretty phenomenal. For honestly, like they shouldn't really have that. Baguette and burner bun, just frozen and reheated. I haven't really had too much in the food court. It's very cheap, but like I haven't really had too much stuff in there. We used to get the pizza because it's a whole ass pizza for like $10 and it's got everything on it. But it just doesn't taste that great. I'd rather pay, well, at that time it was $20 for a pizza. Right now it's like fucking good luck. Good luck finding a pizza place that sells you pizza for $20. I think I pay about like 25 at a mom and pop. $25 right now, man. It's inflation. It's inflation. I love the baguettes are good. The French baguettes are really, really good. It's good stuff. I don't like poutine. Looks like someone took a shit on. Not a real Canadian. I feel like you're just you're a fake Canadian. Definitely not a real Canadian. I feel like you just committed like sacrilege. I was in Canada and I don't think I tried the poutine. I'm not sure. Maybe I did. We were pretty baked. We were pretty like there's a lot of breweries in what's it called in fucking Canada. It's like we were going to breweries like every day. It's out of control. It's out of control. There's some good breweries. What's it called? I can't remember the name, but they were all in like the what's it called area. Near the falls. There's the Canadian side and there's the American side. We went to both. So. The American side, everything was cheaper. Canadian side, everything was like expensive. But it's all in Canadian money, so that's kind of like worthless. So we were good. We were all right. Yeah, it's getting pretty hot, man. It's actually we just had a rainfall, so right now we're okay. Definitely a lot better than this morning. I'm sitting all day and then I have to take a shower at the end of the day every day. You just can't even skip a day. Yeah, rain really helps. I'm sure you'll get some later. I'll cut the shield for composition. Maybe I'll cut it a little bit here, so that you could still get a sense of the shapes. It says next week it might rain. I'm gonna be toasty. Thank God the bakery asked me to help them. You're gonna die of heat stroke. Oh, we got mangoes. We got the mangoes. Like a deep orange thing. Or like a shawl or something. We got the mangoes. Living the good life. Mangoes every day. Good boy, a couple. They're nice to have around this time. My wife bought the yellow ones, and I didn't see her buy them, so I bought the green ones. So now we have like two different types of mangoes even. This is a tangent that needs to be worked. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do with it, but this can't be allowed to stay. What we do is oh fuck, it's already got and then reselect. Controls are kind of supposed to be a little bigger. I'm gonna make this guy a little bigger, maybe. And maybe make the warlock a little smaller. Too many characters. Too many characters. My phone is great. I love my phone. iPhone battery lasts for as long as I'm using it, really. We've gotten to Pixel 5. I don't know. I'm probably not gonna upgrade my phone for a very long time. The iPhone 10 is a masterpiece. They really did. Oh wait, was it the 10 XS? It's a great phone. Probably, unless they really screw me. I'm probably not going to upgrade for another 5 years. I'm kind of a boomer when it comes to phones. I didn't want to upgrade, but my phone dropped and display shattered. Rip. Oh, thank you for the margarita. Thank you, Kat. It's very good. We are continuing the summer drinking fest. That's my latest thing. Is I just like cocktails, like much more. Just regular drinking, especially if you just do them right. And it's like simple. It's just tequila, right? It's not anything amazing. A little bit of tequila. A little bit of lime, a little bit of orange liqueur. I bought a new orange liqueur. It's really good, actually. It was $1 more than triple sec, and it like blows it away. Oh my god, gotcha video games. No. No, my god, no. I don't know. If they had a good one, I might play one, but like the last one I played was Genshin Impact, and it's just like it's literally the what's it called? It's literally like loot boxes, but no one gives a shit for some reason. No one cares that like they're literally selling them loot boxes. That's that's fine. Whatever. It's gambling. It's gambling for kids. Kids love to gamble. Kids love to gamble. Yeah, dude, don't do it. Do it. My music done. Why? No more picks. No more new picks. All of them are bad anyway. I tried all the new music, but it's so bad. I don't know. I don't like it, man. Literal crack. Yeah. I'll play games with like a little bit of like money in them, because then I can at least know where the developer gets their money. Like if they have like skins or whatever and they're selling them, I'll play it. Fuck it. I've been beaten down. I can only accept. That's the best deal I'm gonna get, unfortunately. Or they sell like some VIP or some kind of benefits that aren't really substantial. And I'm gonna pay if I'm gonna pay for it. I'm gonna buy it for like $12 or whatever it is. Because you know, it's not so bad. But these horror stories of these people spending like hundreds, thousands of dollars on video games. They just scare the shit out of me. There's just no, I can't really understand it, because I'm just not that rich. I could never bring myself to do that. This hand is gonna be a little short if I put it there, but maybe I can put in some cloth-looking stuff and this will be good. 75k on Fair Grand Order. I've never even heard of that, and I'm glad I've never heard of it. I'm really glad I've never heard about it. Most of those games are fun to play. That's like the worst part of it for me. Is like look at the most like the worst cash shops in existence. You've got like Black Desert Online, just abysmal cash shop, like one of the most pay to win things in the world, and it's the game isn't fun to play. It's just I don't understand who spends money on it. Just don't understand. Move on from cat. $70,000 on an anime game. Oh my god. He's 31 years old. I could understand if this was like some kid. He must be, that must be 10% of his income. I mean, like when 70 grand is 10% of your income, you can sort of justify that sort of spending in your mind, I think. Like it just works. Like some things I just don't even think about anymore, 'cause it's like, yeah, I can afford a pizza. You know, I don't need a pizza, but I can afford one. You know, so I kind of understand part of that, but it's like, it's painful. It's painful to like look from the side and see some guy just spending like that amount of money. It's like, painful. My guy is now classified as a coon. What? Am I gonna regret clicking on this? Meet the man. Spent. Well, there's another guy. There's another big whale. What was his name? I don't remember his name, but he spent closer to 200 grand on Black Desert Online. Some of these games, like Arcade, Black Desert Online, it's just like the games can drain your bank account. They really can. You really got to be careful. You're like, if you're a susceptible person, you can't like, you know. God, it's just such a bad decision to play those games, though. Like, why would you do it? They're not even good games. I liked Arcade. It was okay. I played on a server that wasn't super pay to win. Not as pay to win. It was like a free server. Because in America, all of it was pay to win as fuck. There's no... This is like a Russian server knockoff. Imagine spending a lot of money a game like Arcane. The game sucks. It sucks. It's not good. It's a game that made you do labor. All games are labor, technically. All video games, labor. It had a really interesting crafting system. It wasn't it's hard to replicate something like that. You probably aren't gonna see another one. It's either gonna be super convoluted and just like falling over itself to be convoluted for no reason. And it's just gonna be not fun to play and not fun to do at all. But I just don't think anyone could ever like just replicate Arcade's labor system. I think it was like one of the best crafting systems I've ever seen in my life. No one seems to want to like try it. There's a couple of crafting games that like, you know, they brand themselves, oh, we, you know, come, crush, craft, survive. But their crafting systems are usually like subpar. They're very niche and unique, but they're like just they're not complex. They're more like simple with a lot of simple. There's just a lot of simple moves. But you know, at least they're trying. A lot of games don't even include crafting because it's like, uh-oh, that's big brain move there. You know, press some extra buttons, put some crafting materials in the machine. Yeah, so some games do crafting really poorly. Like, I think ESO is probably the worst crafting I've ever seen in my life. Possibly the worst. Final Fantasy has a good crafting system. I don't remember Albion Online's crafting system. I remember the Gathering. You would like gather stuff and you would get stuff together and then you'd combine it, sort of. I don't remember what it was like. I played it a long time ago. It was probably super different. Albion Online is actually not a terrible game, I think. I just don't know what it's called.
Try this one.
Try your margarita.
It's like sweeter and lighter.
This one is good.
Yeah.
Here, take mine back.
But I put more triple sec in it.
Yeah, well, it's a good triple sec. I think we've made a really good choice. We gotta remember the brand. Too much time and dedication. I can't play any more grindy games. I agree with you. It's like it's just too much. I like games that have a little bit of like grind to kind of just understand what you're doing. And then once you've done the grind a little bit, then you don't really need to even grind anymore. The game I'm playing right now is called Crowfall. It's launching in like a couple days. It's actually not terrible. The crafting is kind of garbage, but you have to craft in that game. It's like the main point of the game is to craft, and all of the PvP revolves around crafting. But not youth anymore. I don't have all the time in the world to play 24/7. Yeah, it's also really boring. I can't grind like how I used to grind. I just can't grind the way I used to grind, you know? Most of the games just put me to sleep. If it's boring, I just won't play it. And it's kind of hard for an MMORPG not to be boring, honestly. Very hard for them not to be boring. They seem to like this sort of like, I don't know what to call it. Just like it's like you're running on a lower processing speed, something like that. Genshin Impact definitely put me to sleep. Terrible. Elden Ring looks good. I mean, it's a Souls game. Everyone's gonna buy it. Everybody's gonna buy it. Souls Ring, but George R.R. Martin writes the lore that you can't read. What? Eat. Gotta go eat. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, I did some stuff today though. Let me see what we did today. I moved around the composition a little bit. Might do a little bit more with composition. Just flip this. So it looks. Take a look at what it looked like before. Yeah, so I moved around a lot of the compositional elements. Started cleaning them up, trying to polish up the shapes and stuff. Moved around some parts. I kind of like the size of the warriors. So I might go back to that size. Maybe. I kind of like them in front though. We'll see. I'll have to think about it. I kind of like them in front. Even better would be like to move him all the way front so that I can have like a full figure in. Well, if anything, I can just go back. It's like, just group them up, take that character, just mouse him out, and just pop him back in. I really wanted to go back to exactly that. But I kind of want him to be like in front, like leading you into the image. Reminds me of the Gate of Hell from the famous sculptor. Gates of Hell from the famous sculptor. I don't know if I've ever seen that. Gates of Hell. Oh, this thing. I kind of want to use that. just copy it into the. I think I'll use some of the design there on the sides of the portal. We'll see how far we get. I don't know how much detail that's gonna have because it's kind of in the background. Anyway, I gotta go eat. Thank you guys for coming. I appreciate you. I'll see you guys later tomorrow, hopefully.